Waiting for the restart. Yep, waiting for the restart. Welcome back to GamePar Plays CrazyPig Survival Valour, episode number 12. And in today's episode, we are actually back on the server. That's right. The server has been down for pretty much the week. And so I haven't been able to get any progress done on this. Nobody's been able to get any progress done on anything just because we have been unable to access the server. If you play CrazyPig on a regular basis, you'll know that our owners did a wonderful job on creating a temporary server for everybody to play on and gather around while the time of the server downage was happening. But we are back, and so I am thrilled and pumped to get ready and start working on this Guardian farm. Now, if my voice doesn't sound quite right, I've got strep throat. Ugh. I've been struggling with a sore throat for the last 3 days, and I just went to our walk-in clinic today to have it looked at, and they said, yeah, strep throat, take these antibiotics for the next 10 days. And so I'm not at work today because I'm home because nobody wants to get my strep throat, which is a little bit of a struggle too because we've got a Good Friday service happening tomorrow that I am supposed to be helping out with, but I can't be there infecting lots of people, so I am here trying to get some work done on the Guardian farm. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, I've got a plan. In my last video, I shared with you the world download for the Guardian farm that I'm going to be modeling this after, and so I've got some plans that I've laid out. I've created a grid pattern, almost like graph paper on GIMP that I can then fill in with colors at a click. And so I've gone and I've laid out the general outline and you know, just kind of developed a plan. I like to see things and see how they work that way. So I've figured that out on paper. Well, not paper, but digital. But I can print that out, you know. So I'm going to be working from that. So I have to dig out an area in the middle over here. I need to dig this out. Oh, creeper. Good thing I've got my wonderful little bow on me. And as you can see, absolutely nothing's gone wrong with the world during the downage. Our server owners, System Ops, have done a great job in making sure that everything has been protected and is up and running. So I need to, our first step today is going to be digging out a X-shape area here. So I am going to get started on doing that right now. This is when it all starts. This thing should be pretty sweet when it's all done. First step is done. The hole in the ground is ready to go. Now, the next step that we are going to work on is installing the glass exterior to the mob grinder. Now, this is going to go from level 38, which is right here, up to level 45. So 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And that's going to be our spawning chamber for the Guardians. So I'm just going to lay all this out, one little piece here at a time. Now, I just reached 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and that was kind of pretty fun. And I reached the 100 mark, and actually I got up to 101, and I got an email from YouTube saying, "Congratulations, you've reached the 100 members club, 100 subscribers club. Tweet this out, say that you've done it, you know, make a big deal about it," kind of a deal. So it was all exciting, and so I go to look at my YouTube channel, and I'm down to 99 subscribers. I look again, I'm down to 98. What's going on? Where are you guys all going? How come I've lost? So I finally made it to 100 subscribers, and suddenly I'm down to 98. So if you wouldn't mind helping me out, if you know some people that would love to watch these Minecraft videos, you know, let them know and encourage them to just subscribe, and let's get this back up over 100 and get this whole thing, you know, going a little bit more crazy. Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done. Glass is complete. So this is the glass chamber that's going to spawn the Guardians. Now I just realized that this layer here is going to have to be completely filled in because this is a water layer. And if the Guardians see an empty block, they will, within a certain range, they will try to swim towards it instead of allowing the water to push them down into the killing zone. So I'm going to need to fill this in, and I'm thinking I'm going to make use of some of the Paris Marine and some of the concrete and some sea lanterns so that this place is well lit up. So I'm wondering, maybe if I outline, did I keep any? No, I didn't keep any. Let me go back to my base here and grab some of that concrete, put it away, not thinking I wasn't going to need it. Doot, 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 doot. All right, let's go back. So I'm thinking maybe if I outline in the concrete, which is kind of my new thing here, matches my New Haven color scheme quite nicely. Although this is really far away from New Haven. Yeah, so if I outline this all the way around, and then maybe if I do, I don't know, fill in some of these sections here. With this, and maybe get these triangular things going. And then I'll fill in sea lanterns later on. I was going to use glowstone blocks, but I should be super rich. Yeah, I think that's going to look fairly good. So if I do these triangular sections with the Paris Marine, and then or these are Paris Marine blocks. Bricks, yeah. And then maybe you do the outside in the Paris Marine. That'll separate it from, like this from that with a bit of a different distinction in here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's see how this looks. Let me finish off the concrete here. Now, I don't know. I'm not sure how light affects the Guardian spawning, but I mean, there's sea lanterns in the ocean monument, so that should not really cause too much of a problem here. No. All right. Let's take a look. I've got that outlined. Yeah, so I'm going to put the continue with the bricks here, then maybe the regular Paris Marine around here. And I'm going to fill that all in, and we'll take a look to see what that looks like. This is the design I'm going for so far, and I know I might be going a little overboard considering this is not my base. This is not a place I'm going to be spending a whole lot of time at that doesn't really need to be aesthetically overly pleasing, but, you know, you want to make it look halfway decent. So this is kind of the idea. I was originally just filling this whole area in here with the Paris Marine, but I thought it kind of looked a little bland and needed a little bit of detailing, and I needed to work out a way of getting the sea lanterns in somehow. So this is kind of the design I'm going with. But I want to see what it looks like all completed from above before I make my final decision. So I'm back on the sample, and we've got in our one on CrazyPig, we have it dug out all the way down to this level here. And so the next job, as it seems, would be to place packed ice on the bottom level, and then fence posts, or I should say fence gates, in these areas here. I think they go this way, and then they're open. So we're going to go back over into CrazyPig and get this little bit of work done. All right, so it took me a little bit to figure it out to get the pattern right, but I believe I have it. So with these open, so it was on the bottom level here, it was a fence gate in every single spot. Up here, it was 2 fence gates, 4 fence gates, 4 fence gates, and 2 fence gates. Just looking at the direction that they're going. So the next step is, I believe, to dig down underneath the levels that I need to dig down. So I'm not quite sure why I'm doing this, except that it is in the tutorial. It wants string across on multiple levels. I have no idea why I need to do this. Not there. I have no idea why it wants this. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be a reason, so I'm doing it. Just an update on how I've been feeling. I'm just going to put the stone down here so that I've got something to put the string on top of. So as I said earlier, I've got strep throat. And on top of that now, my little girl had an eye infection earlier this week, and guess who's got the eye infection? That's right, this guy does. So, not only do I have strep throat, but I've now got an eye infection. Yippee! So, if I really just don't sound quite right, you know what's going on. Also, because I've got the strep throat, it's causing some pressure on the canals in my that your ears drain out of, and so my left ear feels like it's got a whole pile of pressure on the inside. So yeah, I'm doing just dandy, but I'm not going to let that stop me. So I'm just going to keep going. So I need to lay down all this string again. Why I need to lay all this string down? I don't know the reason. I'm copying this from the other example. So I'll get this in, and then after we get that in, we've got 3 spaces of string to go in, and then we've got pillars to start putting up, fence posts, and lava spaces. You know, I've never worked with string before. It's a real pain, especially when you're putting it on top of something like water. But you'll see that we've got the nice checker pattern going along all the way here, and I think it's going to be easier once I've got the first layer down, because then I can just lay it on top of the other string. So I've got these 2 sides left to go, and I think I've got a good kind of thing going on. All right, let's see how it goes. So I think I've got this string thing down to a fine art now. The only problem is I've only got 3 string left, and I've used up all the string from my storage. There's none on the market, so I'm going to have to go find a abandoned mine shaft. That's what I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for, and see if I can find some cave spiders that I can steal all their string. So I'm going to have to go on a search. That's probably going to take me a little while, and I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down I know. Never dig down, right? But if you're going to dig down, doing it like this is a good option. Because I'm going to have to light up all the caverns underneath here in order for the... Oh, we're at bedrock, so there's nothing underneath here. I'm going to need to light up all the various caverns and different things that are underneath this and around this so that we don't lose mobs for mob camps. So I'm going to just do some investigating around here and see if I can find some caverns, light them up at the same time as see if I can find some cave spiders. So I was looking for, you know, mine shafts and caves and stuff I needed to light up, and I kind of stumbled across this thing. You know what? It's really close to my base. I probably should have realized I needed to go looking for these. In the area, you see there's one over there, there's one over here. These are all going to have to be lighted up so that mobs are not spawning. You know, I get into these huge projects, that's what I wanted to say. I get myself into these huge projects sometimes. Well, better get started. Yourself, Mr. Zombie. Yourself. So I just finished lighting up a cave, and I just noticed I've got another one there I'll need to check out. But I was coming out of the cave, and I found an odd-looking structure. And I was like, did somebody build something way out here? That's going to be pretty close to my build. As you can see, we've got another bubble cave here. But I found this. I was like, what did somebody build? And then I kind of got into here because this was all dark. I wasn't using a night vision potion. And look what I found! Wow! I found an end portal. I haven't actually been to the end yet because I have no idea where one of the end portals was. And it looks like nobody's found this one yet. That's pretty sweet. So, we'll have to go to the end and find some of the cool things that are out there. But we'll need to light this thing up and go at it. So, that's kind of a cool find, isn't it? Is this the bubble cave I lit up? Let's go take a quick look. You know what? I don't even know how far away from... Nope. This one has not been litten up. Litten. There I go, doing it again. Urgh. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to claim this, and then I'm going to get going on doing some more lighting so that it's litten up. I have just spent the last number of hours wandering through caves and mine shafts and bubble caves and all kinds of different things, lighting them up. And I've gone through so many stacks of torches, it's ridiculous, you know? But in the process, I found a bunch of cave spiders, and I was able to get all their string, so we are ready to go. And let's see if I can remember my pro way of doing this. All right, here we go. We're going to lay down blocks here and here. Then we're going to lay down the string, going across like, oh, string, 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 string. Then we're going to break these blocks. Then you're going to repeat the process on this lane here. Sneak and place that. Go string, 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 there, 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 and there. Then we're going to break these blocks. Then we're going to lay string down against the wall. So let me get above it here. Oops, that's not where I wanted the string to go. Need to target the right spot. And string on the same spot over here. There we go. Lay down the water. Oh, I should have brought another bucket with me. Home, New Haven. Where was that little pond I was grabbing water from? There it is. Let's grab a second bucket full. And go back. All right. Water place here. Infinite water source created. Water and string. String, 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 string. There we go. First layer of string is all in place. Now I believe I can just go along to all these junction points and lay the string down for the next level. Yeah, this is going really well. Now, you can hear my voice. I'm still not great, but I'm happy to report my sore throat is doing a lot better. It's not quite as bad. My eyes, from my eye infection that I picked up from my little one, are doing a whole lot better. And my ears feeling a whole lot better. So I've just been spending hours and hours collecting string, lighting up caves, that kind of thing. And during that time, well, can't talk. But during that time, seem to have been doing a lot better. So it was really exciting to be able to eat solid food just an hour ago and not hurt. Anybody know that feeling? When you've got a sore throat and you just really don't want to eat because it's going to hurt to do it? Yeah, that's how I've been feeling. All right, I'm going to pop these layers of string in and then check to see what the next step is. You know, dropping in all this string reminds me of a story that I've heard before. A girl and her mom were making a ham. And so the mom was showing her daughter how to make the ham. And when she puts the ham in the pan, the mom cuts the top off and puts it along the side of the ham. And the little girl asks her mom, "Why do you cut the top off the ham?" And the mom said, "You know, I don't really know. I've learned how to do this from your grandmother, and she always did that, so that's what I've done." So the mother and the daughter, they go to the grandmother's house, and they ask grandmother, "Grandma, why do we cut the top off the ham?" The grandmother looked at them and laughed and said, "My pan didn't fit the ham, so I always had to cut the top off to make it fit." Laying down all this string kind of seems like it might be the same thing. I have no idea why I'm laying down all this string. I have no idea what purpose it serves. Maybe if you know, you can tell me in the comments below, but I have no idea. I'm just doing it because that's what's part of the build. Yep. We are almost done. So I'm going to finish this off and find out what the next step is. There we go. All the string is back in place. So now the next step is to put in some pillars. These pillars create spaces within the spawning chamber where the guardians are going to actually spawn into the perfect spot. And they are randomized based on a certain pattern. I'm going to build those out of concrete. Then once those are in, I have to put some layers in. So the first layer going here, in every block other than the concrete blocks in the sides, I need to put in fence gates. That's what I'm looking for, fence gates. Then, on top of the fence gates, I have to put 2 layers of lava. Then, on top of, let's see, just so I know exactly where my layers are here. And hopefully this works out properly. So, fence gates, lava, lava, fence gates, lava, lava, fence gates, water. Did I do this right? Okay. Fence gate, lava, lava, fence gate, lava, lava, fence gate. Don't tell me I've done everything 1 layer too low. And there goes my jetpack. All right, I gotta go check that out. And I'm gonna go check that out, and then I'm gonna work on it, but I think I'm gonna do that as a fast forward. here we are. And after that fast forward, we are, I think, complete. I'm pretty sure. And I can't get out of here, so home monument. All right, let's go down and see what we've got here so far. So we have all of the gates placed in. We have the water streams. We have the seemingly unnecessary string. I don't know. And then we've got the chamber where they fall down. We've got hoppers underneath here, and the hoppers are feeding towards the chests. And I just realized I got out of there, and I don't have any access to that yet. So we're going to have to do something about that. But let me go back for now, and let me set home G farm for Guardian Farm. I'm going to set that home so I can get in here. And we need to clean this up. I've got a whole bunch of chests because I think we're going to produce a fair bit of all the goodies from the Guardians. So that's what we have so far. Now, our next task is going to be filling in the layers of lava and then putting the water in, putting the cap on. Once we get that done, I think we're going to be 100% complete, except for preparing that room down below. So, we're getting there. Ah, this is going to be so sweet. I'm so excited. I know you can't tell my voice right now because my voice is still awful, but this is coming along. I'm super excited to see this thing in action. So, I'm going to go and dump my lava in, dump the water in, get the cap on top of here, and once that's done, I'll bring you back and see if it works. So I just realized, if you're going to play in lava, because I'm laying the lava down, you probably should make some fire-resistant potions. I got fire-resistant armor, but, you know, I just wasn't thinking. I just wasn't thinking. Does that happen to you very often? You know, when you just don't think? I should have done this sooner. Should have done it sooner. Wow. There's no more difficult job, I think, in Minecraft that I've done so far as putting this lava down in here. That like seriously, that was quite the job. All right, so we are done all of that. The last step, I mean, there's work on the room down there below that I'm going to have to work on. Also, I want to put some water streams in, connected to some redstone, so if I want to collect XP from this thing, I can. But for the most, you know, all intents and purposes, all I need to do now is put water in and cap it off. So let's do that right here together on cam. I'm just going to go into the ocean, fill up a few cans of water. Oh, almost got lost there for a moment. Yeah, I'm still, my throat is still not good. All right, let's do this. And hopefully we won't get them spawning too quickly that they're killing us as we do this. All right, water sources. In they go. I need to do this relatively methodically so that I don't miss any. So that's this area all the way across. Here we go, it's time to flip the switch. Flipping the switch essentially means we're going to put a cap on this thing. We're going to cover it with some Parismarine. And as soon as we start doing that, we should get Guardians starting to spawn. So, here's hoping that it works. Man, I really, really hope this works. I'm almost nervous to do it because if it doesn't work, I've got no idea. So, hopefully it works. Let's see. Let's start covering this thing up. Okay. Any moment, we should start seeing Guardians spawning. I don't see any yet. Maybe the whole thing has to be covered? I sure hope this thing works. I need this to work. I've spent so much time on this. If this doesn't work, I'm going to be some frustrated. It's gotta work, right? I copied it pretty much block for block. There's no good reason why it shouldn't work. Unless I did something horribly, horribly wrong. I'm really getting nervous here. Gotta go get some more of these. Now I know I would have just unloaded the chunk there. We've got our water sources on the top. They should be spawning in, being pulled down to the bottom. Oh, we got some flowing water. You know what? I didn't check for flowing water before doing this. Ah. Okay. Let me clear this out, check for rolling water. Flowing water? Rolling water. Yeah, what's rolling water? I have no idea. All right, let me clear this out. Let me check for flowing water. And then we'll do this again. I think I've sorted out all the water sources. I don't see any flowing water on this thing now at all. Maybe that was the problem. The other issue is we could have some server-side issues, but I think that should be it. And oh, my jetpack just ran out. Let me go and fill that up quickly. I've also decided that I'm going to use straight Paris Marine on the top of it, just in case that's a requirement. I know it has to be covered. I don't know if it has to be covered by specific type of blocks. So, just to be on the safe side, we're going to go with that. Okay, let's cover this thing, and hopefully that's going to start spawning some Guardians. Okay, Guardians. Anytime you want to start spawning, that would be fine by me. Do you often get like projects that you do on Minecraft and you spend like loads of time on them and then suddenly realize that they just don't work? I'm so nervous about this. So nervous. So incredibly nervous. All right, we got that done. Okay, filling in this. You know, I really should look at getting some sort of squid ink collector going on around the border of my farm here, because they just seem to keep dying. Okay, almost there. All right. And for all intents and purposes, this thing should be working. I wonder if I've got too much light too close to it. Yeah, I might have. I might not be able to have the light here. Let me get rid of the light and see if that's causing the trouble. Guardians? Hello, Guardians. Guardians. Yoo-hoo. Spawny, spawny. Man, I'm going to be really disappointed if this doesn't work. Okay, I'm going to have to just sit here and see what goes on and try a few things. And hopefully it'll start working. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Waiting for the restart. Yep, waiting for the restart. Want to test that new thing. Waiting for the restart. All right, we've just come back from restart, and the TPS is already at 17.56. I'm not sure that I'm going to get this until like there's nobody on, because I think there's only 2 of us on, but what? Okay, we're getting a little bit better, but I think we need pretty good TPS in order for this thing to work. Yeah. Girl, I was hoping that after restart this thing would kick into high gear, but I guess I'm going to have to wait until like there's nobody on. That's going to be a bit frustrating. We've done it! We've done it! We've got Guardians falling in behind me. So, you know what? I think it was probably a server-side thing, the reason why this thing wasn't working, but we have Guardians dropping in behind me. Of course, they're not going to drop behind me once I'm recording this, but I can guarantee you we've got Guardians falling to their death. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Ah, so relieved that this thing... There we go. So relieved that this thing is working, and it's working like a charm. So, that's it. The Guardian farm is complete. You can see that I've tidied things up below here while I was waiting for it to work. Ah, what a wonderful thing to have it actually work. So that's it for me today. If you like this video, click that like button. And if you really like it, subscribe. I mean, we're almost back up to the 100. I don't know what was going on there. Nope, no idea. But subscribe, share this video, tell all your friends, tell your family, tell everybody at school. Share this thing. Let's get our subscriber count up. That would be fantastic. And it's good for the server because then lots of people will want to play with you on the server on CrazyPig. That's right. So make sure that we get this thing going. That's it for me. My name's GamePar, and we'll see you in the next video.